I'm gonna piss off so many people right now. And I'm gonna enjoy it. Because this thing deserves it. And everyone who is defending this crap needs a reality check. And that's what I'm gonna give it to you. We were promised over and over again that this would be better. But now, 5 years after its release, I'm giving this a last chance. And well, it misses it because it's still as bad. So let's get to the reality check. And yeah, in this video we're going to be talking about Sea of Thieves. And yeah, we are going to be going through everything piece by piece, and I'm going to be deconstructing it all for you because I'm pissed, and I'm not always pissed. Sometimes I'm in a good mood. So let's start about talking Sea of Thieves, or how I would like to call it, Thief of Expectations. Trademark pending. Okay, let's now get this out of the way. This game is not absolutely awful, yet there is at least one thing that makes this game at least right. And I'm going to be talking about this one thing right away, to start all this on a positive note. And this is the game's graphics. Game looks absolutely gorgeous. There is no denying that. Game looked gorgeous when it released. Game looks gorgeous right now. With one of the most beautiful water physics and insanely beautiful aesthetics. Game looks very, very good and just worthy to just stare at it. I would gladly just record a single voyage and put it as a video wallpaper on a wallpaper engine. It looks just stunningly amazing, especially on a PC on a high resolutions. But behind all this beauty, the crap is hidden. And let me start with first thing. And the first thing is the weapons of the game. Yes, Sea of Thieves is a pirate adventure and you need the weapons for your adventures, right? But all you have is your sword and your pistol with a very limited ammo. What the hell is this? Why there are no more weapons? Why you cannot have more weapons? What? What's that? Blunderbuss? What the hell is blunderbuss? A sniper rifle? Different type of cannonballs? Where was this? Is this same? Is this in this game? So there are more weapons in this game? Moving on. But this doesn't matter, because all you can do is shoot these weapons only on one type of enemy, skeletons. And boy, I'm so sick of skeletons in this game. Shooting the same pile of bones over and over again that can be destroyed in 1 or 2 shots. What? What do you mean ghosts? Mermaids? Crab people? What, you have different tiers of skeletons? Like captains? Oh, and they can do magic, like meteor storms? Isn't it this game? Did I play the right game? What game was I playing? When was I playing it? Oh well, what else than that, like... Okay, never mind, but what about the ships? When you go sailing and when you go around the world, I want to see enemies. I want to fight enemies. And all I can do is search for hours for other players that will run away from me. What? Don't tell me there are other enemy ships as well. Skeleton ships? Ghost ships? That sounds like fun. That sounds like fun, you know? Better than fighting skeletons. And speaking of PvP, where is it? All I can do is just, again, search for the players in the sea, and if I will encounter them, maybe I can fight them, but by God, let me pray that it would not be someone in a 4-player team on a galleon, because I'm dead, because I'm an only guy in a sloop. And sloop sucks, and galleon is cool. Won't say anything about that? Oh. They added the PvP, so there is a one-on-one PvP, and you get to it by traveling underwater. That sounds cool, and probably looks cool. Okay then, what else do we have? Oh yeah, right. The story. No matter how many enemy types you have, no matter what type of PvP you have, it doesn't really matter because this game doesn't have any story at all. I want to know more about this world. I want to see where all these things come from. What? There is a story. What the hell is a Tall Tales? So I could play something like a campaign. And adventures too. Oh, and there are also events. So since launch, this game added a story mode, it added adventures, it added a proper PvP, it added a bunch of enemies, it added ships that you can fight, it has a limited selection of weapons. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. So why am I hating on this game? I guess I don't have a reason for that. So Sea of Thieves is a good game then. Now, in all seriousness, Sea of Thieves have gone through a really long road, and it has improved significantly compared to what it was in 2018. After 5 years, this game has added a bunch of different things that made the game much more playable and enjoyable than it was back then. But in all seriousness now, in all reality, without any acting and things like that, this game still is not there. This game still lacks a bunch of things, and let me talk about those things. First, this game is still absolutely boring to play alone. Yes, don't tell me that you enjoyed. Okay, good for you. I'm really happy that you enjoyed by playing alone. But let me tell you, if someone enjoys eating crap, it doesn't mean that crap is edible and everyone should eat it. It's okay if someone eats it, I don't care. I hope he or she enjoys it, but I don't have to enjoy it. Game is insanely fun and one of the most amazing fun experiences when you're playing it with the friends. Like getting on a galleon and getting into a fight on a galleon is insanely fun. But when you're playing alone, it's unbelievably boring because you exhaust everything really quickly. Let me tell you what I mean by that. In a game, the only thing that is like kind of like a single player thing that can be done alone is Tall Tales and Adventures. When you're done with those, and you will be done with those very quickly, all you have to do is play like, well, everyone else. And to play like everyone else is practically grind for reputations and for cosmetics. That's the only thing that you will do. And in order to do that, you will need to find different chests, different skeleton heads, and all this other loot. Sounds okay, except that it's boring. Except that you're fighting the enemies over and over and over and over and over and over again to level all up. Okay, maybe you enjoy it. I can really understand that too. But for what? For high level reputation? For the high level cosmetics? That's it? There is literally no difference in power level compared to when you start the game and after 100 hours in the game. There's literally no power difference. Only thing that you can do is probably have a different types of cannonballs that will deal different type of damage. That's an only different thing that you can have, which sucks. Speaking of that, there is no upgrade system. Even though this is a multiplayer game has a matchmaking system in that not all people will be dropped in a single world. So if you would have an upgrade system in that better weapons, upgrading weapons, or some kind of status effects, or better type of ships, or upgrading your ships in any way, you would still be pitched against the people with the same amount of upgrades, or at least on the same level of upgrades. That would not be a problem. There's still a limitation of players on one map. I think on one session can only host around 20 players. And this is a huge map for 20 players. And I'm pretty sure you can always find 20 people in the game. With the amount of people playing this game, you can always find 20 people that have more or less same level. But no, without any upgrade system, it is just boring. And again, speaking about playing this game alone, it really sucks. After you'll get all of your reputation, the only real thing to do is to go in PvP. That's an only real thing to do. Yes, it will take you a lot of time to get your pirate legend or whatever you are going through, but it really does not matter at all. Only thing that you will be left with is just to go against one-on-one PvP. You know what would solve this problem and allow you to play for a longer? Add more ships and more dynamic events on the map, like some type of invasions or battles that you can join, the NPC battles. And you know what would be even more better is have an ability to have an NPC crew which you can control. So this way the players who are playing alone would have a chance against other people. Yes, different ships have different stats as well. Like for example, slow is faster. So give me an ability to have 1 or 2 extra NPC guys on a ship with me, or even entire crew, while I am just controlling their actions. Wouldn't that be great? Give me an ability to upgrade their stats, to give them a better aim, to give them a better ability to control the ship, or just any other passive things. Yes, I know I'm transforming this game into an RPG, but it would be fun. It would still be fun. And I don't know, maybe these things will be added in the near future, but right now it's not there, and it just makes it insanely boring for me because there are no repetitive tasks in the game that have a real goal behind them. Even the games like Euro Truck Simulator have the goal, and the goal is to get better trucks, to hire other drivers and increase your transportation empire. And even travel from place to place is fun in the game. At least more or less interesting. Even Elite Dangerous have more or less interesting progression. Even though it's not very fleshed out, but it has an interesting progression. At least you're going through better and better and better ships, and you're choosing your goals there. Here, you don't have choice at all. All you can do is work towards the cosmetics. I don't care about cosmetics. If I want cosmetics, I can buy it, or I can earn it. Don't force me to go and don't force me to earn cosmetics. I swear the only saving grace in this game is a PvP, which was very recently added. And anyway, I know that this video will piss a lot of people, but this is actually a reality check. In reality, I don't like this game because I have one big disadvantage compared to every people who love this game, or at least against the majority of them. I also play a bunch of other games, and I have something to compare it with. And when I compare it with other games, this just does not cut it. In any way, if you enjoy it, enjoy it. I really don't mind that. But don't try to lie to yourself that this is an amazing and great game. It's a good game. It can be great. But right now, when 5 years later, I cannot recommend this play to anyone to play it alone. Yes, if you have friends to play with, absolutely, this is an amazing experience. But if you're playing it alone, just don't bother. Just wait a bit or just move on completely. Because this game had 5 years to fix everything. It did fix something, but it's still not enough. Well, this should be it for today. Thank you for being here with me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.